All right, let's go. It's the 18th. This is called some Mayhem. It's a personal blog, man. Listen here. This one right here for the fathers. It's for fathers and other people too. You know, I never really talk to no particulars, because I think things interchange in a lot. One thing you do in one part of your life definitely affects other parts of your life. But listen here. This one right here is particular about fatherhood, about my fatherhood situation and how I'm going on. It's an update. Like I said before, I filed my paperwork. I believe it was on the 18th, but that's been about almost 2 months, man. As a matter of fact, today is the 18th. So it's been about 2 months today, man, since I filed the official paperwork. Let me tell y'all this. So all the fathers, listen. I say it's been a while since I filed, and I ain't heard nothing. So the other day, I called the law office. And it was a good conversation because I was able to talk to a receptionist lady or, a paralegal. And she kind of told me a little too much, I think. Maybe, I don't know. She told me that, she said, okay, she read me their rates. She said it costs you $2,000 for us to, it's a father advocacy law firm. She said it'll cost you $2,000. We want $1,000 up front. And then we'll file the paperwork. And then we want $1,000 right before we get into court. And we'll also give you a lawyer. That's what she told me. I was like, all right. But then I told her, listen, I filed on my own already. I wasn't sending an objection because I got to do what I got to do. I'm going to pay what I got to pay if that's what I got to do. So I wasn't saying it like an objection. I was just saying, I was trying to bring her up to speed. Like, hey, I filed on my own already. And I told her the dates. And she asked me, she said, do you remember the numbers of the papers that you filed? Of course I remember the numbers. And I gave it to her. She said, listen, that's the paperwork we're going to file for you. I swear to God, that's what she told me. She was like, that's the paperwork we're going to charge you $2,000 to file for you. She said, I don't understand why you're not in court yet. She said, let me talk to my boss. Let me go talk to a lawyer, I guess a real practicing lawyer, because she was a paralegal. And ask them if they heard any reason of any holds on cases being presented to the court. Like if there's any shortages, like they saying right now, we're going to put back all the cases or hold off cases if he's heard anything. So she went and did that. But with that, that saved me $2,000, which is great. But I say all that to say this, man. Listen, fathers, I was with my daughter yesterday, man, and it's great, man. Whatever time I get to spend with my daughter, man, it's great. It's absolutely great. It's whatever the fuckery is worth it. Because just that time we got to spend yesterday, man, my daughter, sitting up under my arm. She 4 months. She teething, man. I don't really know how to explain it if you don't understand what I'm saying. My situation with my son, I can't see him right now, and it's kind of attractive right now. But, just to be able, man, I did 7 years in prison. First time I went to prison, I did 15 months. Second time I went to prison, I did 18 months. The third time I went to prison, I did 5 years. Damn near to the day, 5 years. The fourth time I went to prison, I was 4 separate cases. The fourth time I went to prison, I did 7 years. And that 7 years is what I just came out from. But I say all that to say, man, that time I spent on that bunk, I always did cell time. I made it to camp this last time, it was fire camp. But I've always did cell time. And the time you sit on that bunk, man, you sit and you wish and you dream about just the normal shit that everybody out here kind of take for granted. Niggas sit on that bunk, man, in them cells, man, on them 4x8, 8x12, say 8x12, because you can do this. So it's like 6x12, man. And they just wish they could go out and drive their car, man. They wish they could go out and just talk on the phone, man. They wish they could just have time to spend with anybody that they cared about. So the shit I go through with my son, I'm going through with my son, mom, and we've been going through forever. I don't really care about the hardship of it. I just care the fact that I get to fulfill the dreams, man, and fulfill all them days I sat on that bunk and just wished I could just be with my son, just wish I could talk to him, wish he can know that I love him. And now I got a daughter too. So it's all blessings, man. I don't allow people to discourage me from doing what it is that I feel is the right thing. Only thing I do, man, is I take myself and I do my best to communicate with God. Because God created me. Before I was anointed or before I officially accepted God into my life as far as everybody else. I've always had God in my life. I've always accepted God as my creator. God is my creator, you know? And with that being said, man, if he created me, he's still with me. My son, I helped create my son. So I'm still like, so why would it be different with God? So that's how I always looked at it. So with that being said, I do my best to counsel with God, man, and that's who I counsel with. If I'm wrong about something, I'm wrong about something. And I got to be honest with myself about it. Making excuses for it ain't going to do shit for me. Because it's not going to help me be a better person. You know, I can make a million excuses to why I wasn't in my son's life. And I can make a million excuses to why it's hard for me to be in this life now. And I can let that be the reason why I'm not there. But that's just an excuse to me. And I definitely tell my son that man don't use excuses. We don't got no need for them. But if I do that, then how can I'm just talking, just running my fucking mouth, you know, which gives him no reason to respect me. So therefore, I walk my walk, you know, I walk my walk. I talk a lot. I was blessed by God. I got a mouthpiece, a cold. So I talk a lot, but I walks my walk, yeah. And my man, like simple as that. And there's no need for a person. There's no need for you to have to express yourself to somebody else. There's no need for that. If your actions are true, they're going to just be what they is. And the people that are true and righteous, they're going to recognize them as dust. And then y'all ability to function together will be cool. Birds of a feather flock together. Fuck people hang out with other fuck people because it's easier for them to hang out with them because their fuck actions allow their fuck actions to be justified, you know? You did this to me. Oh, but you did this to me. Oh, so now we even. But in the same light, when you're around people that's productive, I don't want to put too many words on it because I don't want to make it seem like it's something else. When you're around people that just give a fuck about themselves, they conduct themselves like that, you know? They care about what time they get up. They care about how they treat other people. They care about what they eat. They care about their ability to get money. They care about their responsibilities to other people. And if that's the type of person you are, if you put yourself around other people like that, then you can't do nothing but build, right? If they're a person that takes full responsibility and they always striving for more, and you're a person that takes full responsibility and always striving for more, simple mathematics, man. I don't need no pastor. I don't need no guru or I don't need Bezos to let me know that, you know? But with that being said, man, I'm making this whole vlog as a fatherhood vlog because the situation I'm in with my father is real discouraging. But I'm not going to allow that to be the reason I do not continue to do what I'm doing because I know it's the right thing to do. It's what makes me feel good, so that's why I do it. It doesn't matter who agrees with me or who doesn't. But I treat everything like that, and I do my best to treat everything like that. I don't treat people good because everybody sees me in this, you know. Rick Ross said, man, I pray you get the ability to treat a bum like a millionaire. And that's such a powerful statement. You know, he didn't say it, he just reciting it, you know. But if you treat a bum like shit, if you walk by a bum that's on the street sleeping, if you see a person sleeping on the street and being, you know, taking the exact that anybody can have a problem and be crazy. Nobody knows who's crazy. So if you take a bum laying on the street and you walk by him and you turn your nose up at him, you don't show no type of respect, you don't attempt to help him or nothing. You ain't got to help everybody. I'm not saying that. But if you take a stand over them as if they're nothing, but then you walk by a doctor, not knowing them either, and just completely pay them great regard, like they must be doing something right. That's unfortunate in my opinion if you behave like that, if you treat people like that. If you treat people strictly by their status, if that's how you treat people, your conduct with other people is strictly determined upon their status in life. So if they're a bum, they don't need no respect. And if they're a doctor or a president, they need the utmost greatest respect. Although none of us respect our president right now. But, you know, I guess because popular opinion, it says we don't have to. So it's very flexible. And I don't think that's good, yo. I don't think fatherhood is flexible. It's not. You can't be a dad just when your kid wants you to be. My son mad at me right now. He been mad at me for a little while, yo. About a month or so, you know. And I understand from his point of view as a son in his mind. He offended by the way I deal with his mom. It's his mom's. I get it. You know? But if you want something in life, man, go get that shit. If there's something in life that's bothering you, man, get rid of that shit. It's your action. It's your life. It's your right to do whatever it is that you need to do for you. Fuck popular opinion, man. Fuck what it feel good. You can't only do shit when it feel good, because you ain't gonna get shit. You know that. I don't need to say that. You got to do shit when it's shit hard too. But you got to understand what the fuck it is you're doing. If you can't explain your actions, how do you plan for success if you can't really explain what it is that you're doing to get there? I cannot be a good husband if I can't explain how I am a good husband. Or if I don't have actions and periods of my husbandry to point to and say, listen, I was there and there and there and there. Even if I have a bunch of good times, but then I have a bunch of fuck times too, that doesn't make them good times justified. Because I have to counterweigh them with this, negative and a positive. It depends on the number. Which one is greater? So what's the factor? But you don't end up positive all the way. Because you have your positives, but then you lose. So even if you win, you didn't win as much as you should have won. And my objective is not to just win. My objective is to be great with it. Not to just be good at it. Believe in yourself. Understand yourself. Soul Search. Mayhem Social Media Coalition wants to support Carlton Mayhem in my fatherhood and my journey to be a better man. Fatherhood update. It costs about $2,000 to get into court, fathers. The FL 200, Petition for Parentage. The FL 300, which is a supporting document, I believe is for the time, like how you're going to do visitation or what exactly that you're asking for. And the FL 120, here in California, were the documents that I submitted, that I was just confirmed by our law office, that are the right documents to submit to the courts. So now it's just a waiting game, I guess. It's no I guess. There's just a waiting game. It's been 2 months to the day, I believe it is, or thereabout, that I signed, or that I filed my paperwork, and I officially filed, because I filed, if you remember, about 45 days prior to that. But I gave my mail to a mailman that was walking down the street the first time. I just gave it to him, and if anybody know, that's not the best way to mail. So that's why I went back 45 days later, because I was unsure about my ability. I even got into court. Maybe my paperwork didn't even get there, because I gave it to this guy, and maybe he did something else with it, lost it, whatever. So that's why I refiled. The second time I refiled, I put it in the mailbox myself over on Central and Florence, the main office. So I know they got it this time, but now it's just a waiting thing. So it's what I want, so I'm being patient with it. I'm going to continue to be active with it, and I'm going to continue to be patient with it, because it's what's required of me. That's what I want, so that's what I got to do. Fathers, anybody else with a dream, anybody else with an ambition, anybody else with a goal, pursue that shit regardless of what the opinion may be. And it's definitely going to be hard times to come. If you're going to take sailing, man, you're going to get somewhere, man. Believe them seas is going to fight you. And that just is what it is. You got to be prepared. You turn around, you don't get shit. It get hard, you sink, and you can get shit. But the effort you put forth, if you're allowed to put forth the right effort and thought and accomplish what it is that you wanted, what the reward, right? I want to be a father. I want my son in my house with me every day. I want to wake him up every day and send him off to school and deal with him when, girls getting on his nerves, or deal with him when stuff getting rough. I just want to be there, man. And that fact sends me through whatever I got to send through. Whatever I got to go through. Whatever amount of time I need to take, it don't matter. If I don't get no word in about 10, 15 days or so, I don't know. I'm going to file again. I got to pay $2,000 to get in court. I'm going to pay $2,000 to get in court. I'm going to figure it out. Because my want for them days is bigger than anything else, man. And it goes the same for my daughter. It goes the same for my daughter. But that's my daughter. My son is my son, and my daughter is my daughter, but there's a difference. I need my son. and I need my daughter. So I'm gonna make sure I do what I got to do to get that done, so I can fulfill my need. It's selfish of me, right? Stick to your goals, stick to your ambitions, stick to your plans. Fatherhood blog, I think it's 7. Thank you.